are with Advanced Heroquest. We are playing our quest to retrieve the magic casket. And as you can see already, the map is quite sprawling. Our heroes came into the dungeon down here and then moved up to this T-junction. The rolls on these two passages showed us that there was nothing down this way for the first section. This one was a longer one consisting of two sections, and there were two doors. Each door led to what was determined to be a normal room and small. Actually, a 4x4 is the smallest room that I've got with regard to tiles. So this means that they are empty. There is nothing in there. They then they continued down this passage, and this passage ends in a stairs down, which is what we don't want to do, because we do want to stay on this level, at least as far as we can. So what we're now going to do is we're now going to go back. So we're going to do a little bit of a shuffle. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Zip. And I haven't done any secret doors or traps yet, but so far there isn't, going on much in this dungeon. So let's see what we find at the end of this passage. So now we've reached the end of the passage, and now we can see in theory that there is something back there. And I'm mapping this as well on graph paper. So I knew that geometry class would come in handy one day. So let's see. Let's see what we find here. Passage end table. We roll 2d12. That's 3 plus 5. That is a dead end. Which means that we will have to go down. Okay, that's not what we wanted, but okay. I mean, I guess this is, the best laid plans, because I didn't want to have a multi-level dungeon on my first outing. But, I guess if you're going to play it this way by randomly generating your dungeon on the go. By the way, I have found plenty of stuff online now where you have all kinds of pre-made quests with pre-made dungeons from, let's say, White Dwarf and so on, and I've downloaded them all. But if you're going to play this solo and you're going to really do it by the roll of the dice, then there are two things you could do now. This is the end. This is a dead end, so we could, in theory, look for a hidden door. We can try this because they are either in a room that is empty or in a dead end. Let's just try. And we rolled a 4. There is no secret door in the dungeon section. Okay, that's fine. So, the only thing we can do now is go downstairs. So that's what we're going to do. And we will see what happens. So I'll just fast forward. Boop. And we're all going to go downstairs. So this was level 1. That was level 1. And I will actually, I'll probably bring down the scale a little bit. So basically we break up this dungeon. And obviously when we come back out, we will have to negotiate this dungeon as well. And depending on how we fare downstairs, I may actually rule that this place up here becomes a lot more dangerous if we don't manage to, let's say, kill whatever we find down there on our first go. But if we try to abort midway through, I will rule that the top level becomes a lot more dangerous, because people know now that we're here, that we're after them, that we're trying to, you know, I guess, invade the dungeon. So we're going to start our new dungeon down here with one section. And this is where we're going to go. Level 2. And we have the stairs up. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So stairs up, and we'll just cut this in half. So up. Okay, so we're gonna move here. And now we're going to generate the next section. By first of all saying, what is the passage end table? Well, it'll have to be a T-junction. Or it could be a turn. It's a 6, that's a dead end, which we will discard. It's a 4, it's a dead end as well. Oh, sorry, we have to roll 2 dice. 6 plus 1 is 7, that's a dead end. 9 plus 12 is 21. That stairs out. That's no good. So I'll just rule that we have T-junction, right turn, T-junction, left turn. So they give us 5 options how to continue. So we're just going to roll a d10. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a T-junction. Okay. Zip, zip. So as soon as we are here, we can take a peek and look to the right, which is what we're going to do to see what else is around the corner. It's a passage of 2 sections. I'm actually not too bothered by the length really, because, and then let's see how the passage ends. 4, it ends in a dead end. This is a terrible dungeon. I mean, this is weird. Okay. So we know that it ends in a dead end, but now also let's see what is in the passage, the feature table. 6, nothing. This passage is completely empty. We could still find a hidden door there though. So let's peer in the other direction. There is a passage with 2 sections to our left. And this will end 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll end in a T-junction. Okay, that's good. And I will have you know, we haven't encountered a single monster yet, which is weird, but hey. So let's see. And now we're going to see what's in the passage. 8 plus 2 is 10. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I want to see what's down here. Zip, everybody following? Let's see. 7. We get a 2-section and it ends with a, no, actually we can use the other one. 6 plus 6 is 12. It ends in a T-junction. Okay. And it contains 11. It contains nothing. Okay, let's look to the north. We see a 2-section corridor, which ends in 19 stairs down. Oh my god. So much for, I just want a 1-level dungeon. And I'm afraid that this is probably now outside of what you can see. Yeah, it is. So I'll just have to move the camera and the tripod. So as you can see, this is already very sprawling and we haven't even seen a single room. Let's see what kind of features this contains. Oh, sorry, we need to place stairs. And this is where this whole thing, oh, I kept everything from the past of Descent. First edition comes in really handy because you get all of these nifty, lovely things that you can place. And I also have stairs. Now I just have to find them. Where did I put my stairs? Oh, we'll just have to remember that there's stairs down there. Oh, here we are. And these are color coded, so basically you could have the separate levels on the table at the same time. Okay, so now let's see what we encounter in the passage, the passage feature table. 8 plus 10 is 18. We find a door. And we will put this door here. And of course, being intrepid explorers, we're going to move in and we're going to open this door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to just stand in front of this door. So we're going to send our tanks in first. And they are going to open the door. And we're now going to roll on the alternative room selection method. We have already looked at 2 rooms. So now, on a 1 to 3, it's a normal small room with nothing in it. On a 6 to 8, it's going to be a hazard room and also small. And on a 9 to 11, it's going to be a lair. I'll just have to follow on with the map. So I'm not going to draw this to scale because this is a dead end unexplored as yet. Over here, like so. Yep. Ending in a T-junction of all things. So, yeah. We have to work on my mapping skills. And there is stairs down. And here's a room. And we will open this door. So let's roll 1d12. And it's a 3. which is a normal small room with nothing inside. Normal room. So we're not, so we basically open it, then you would place a tile, but you know, there is nothing in there. So I still don't want to go downstairs anymore. I want to explore this end, and we could also explore this end. So, we're just going to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Zip. We're going to peer around the corner towards this corridor. Let's see what we see here. First of all, we see a passage, and it is yay long. It is 3 sections. Oh my god, it's a really long passage. Okay. Let's take one of the long ones, like so. 1. And then 1. And it ends in a 15, in a left turn, which is something that we can actually just pull off. Left turn. Okay. Let's see if it's got any features. I really need to put all of this on one page. Features. It's a 10. Nothing. Okay. So let's look in the other direction, where we see a 6, which is a 2-section corridor. And we'll just say that this is 2 sections, and now let's see how it ends. It ends in a 7, which is a dead end. Okay, and just to mark this, any place where we have not been and explored a dead end will get this question mark feature. Because this means that I can still potentially find a secret door. So I'm going to put this on here, like so. Okay. And let's go down this corridor. One, two, three. Let's take a look. We're peering down this, and we see a passage which is 2 sections long, which we actually cannot pull off. So we're just going to take a really long one, and we will have to end it in a T-junction, or actually I will rule we have to end it in a right turn, because otherwise we will not be able to get through this. And I will not give myself another let's see what features we find. 8 plus 7 is 15. We find a door, which we're going to have open on this side. So there's a door here, but we can discard it. So yeah, so we can't even map this properly. Just gonna say it goes like this and like this, like so. There's a room here. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We have already encountered 3 rooms. Yeah, I'll rule that they actually go from 0 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 6, and 7 plus. So we're going to use the second, the third of these 4 tables. And we rolled a 12, which is a quest room. Woohoo! So this is really good. So we have actually, because I said this was going to be a 1-room quest, so now we need a large room. Yeah, this is fairly large. So we're going to put this here, like so. I'm going to add this, like so. I don't know what they mean by large, so I'm just going to make this fairly big, like so. Okay, now it's getting interesting. What kind of a room are we finding? 7. 1 skull room. That's the skull room. Well, it kind of makes sense because I don't know if you can see this, so I will now zoom in because this is where all of the action is going to happen. We will probably die horribly, but hey, this is Dungeon Quest, Advanced Hero Quest, I should say. It's not a walk in the park. So this is the skull room. And I think this is aptly named because actually you can see a skeleton here of something that has wings. So this is the skull room. We now have to roll on special effects. It's got mist. Okay, -2 penalty to bow attacks at ranges over 3 squares. So we're going to signify this by using this. And what we're now going to do is we are going to let's see if we've got room furnishings. We roll a 4. No. Let's see if we've got room doors. On a 5, we have 1 door, which we're going to place, of course, tactically very far away from our friends. We're going to place it here. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to, and this is something that I find really interesting. We need to now make a decision on our Now this is interesting. How do you actually populate the quest room? Quest room matrix. Let's see what this is. And this is the part of the video that is really interesting because you don't see what I'm doing. I'm actually reading rules or trying to find the quest room matrix. I remember seeing the matrix, the monster matrix. So where's my quest room matrix? Here we are, monster matrices. We were talking about undead, which is on page 95. 95. Let's see. Here we are. So, we are in the quest room. And now we are going to roll a d12. And we rolled a 7, which means we have 1 white, 2 zombies, and 1 skeleton. Okay. 1 skeleton, 1 white, and 2 zombies. Well, that's not a zombie. Oops, 1, 2. Okay, so now it's going to be interesting where to place them. I'm gonna make a decision. On a roll of 1 to 6, on 0, does this have a 0? No. On 1 to 6, we surprise the monsters. So they are basically somewhere back here. On a 7 to 12, they were expecting us and they are in this square. 2. We do surprise them. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squares, or 4 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. And this one goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this one goes here. Okay, well they're pretty spread out, which is not too bad. Facing actually isn't important in this game, so that's, you know, they could basically swivel at any stage. Okay, now let's see. I also want to make this a little more interesting. I'm going to randomly place this, and I'm going to place this. These are impenetrable obstacles. 1, 2, 3. This one goes somewhere here. This goes here, and this goes here as well. So this one you can shoot over, but you can't walk over. This one you can't shoot or walk over. And this one you could shoot over, but you can also fall down. So, okay. Now let's do combat. I've never done this before. Let's see how this works. First of all, we need to get their stats. These are all Skaven. Okay, good. Okay, so the zombie has a cleaver which counts as a sword, and the skeleton has a scythe which counts as a halberd, and the white has a sword, but he has strength drain, and he's invulnerable, and they're all fearsome monsters. Whatever that means, I will have to check this out. I'm just going to remove these two, because I'm going to need them later. I'll probably have to, yeah. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here and upload it before we go into the battle, and I'm going to do some more research on this. But as we know, they were not surprised, so I say we have the initiative, so we can go first. They are surprised. We get the initiative, so on our first turn, we can move in, and then we can see what happens. So stay tuned.